like?
The tobacco oud, I love it. It's so polarizing. I always get noticed. I love the noir anthracite, tobacco vanille, the ambre nuit, but it's not available everywhere, so I'm a real fragrance freak. And Linda made it possible to say hello to you, so I'm really honored to meet you.
Thanks for coming over, Jeremy.
You guys are probably sick and tired of seeing my beautiful face and bald head. Today we are shifting the focus onto other reviewers in the YouTube community. These are some names that got me into fragrances as I was discovering this hobby, as well as people who are up and coming rising stars. The idea of this video is I will show you clips of their #1 most complimented fragrance. I will then give you my own take on these fragrances, but more importantly, I'll discuss each reviewer and why I like them so much, and maybe what I can take from their style and add to this channel to improve it. There isn't necessarily a 10-to-1 order here. This is in no particular order. Let's get into the video. Should be good. Class is in session. Joy Amin has chosen Mancera Cedrat Boisé. Joy is such an underrated fragrance reviewer. He's been around for a long time, I think 4 or 5 years now. He basically owns every single fragrance known to man. He is a master of this game compared to me. I'm definitely an apprentice compared to him. He knows fragrances that are old school, new. He has this laid back, cool, very relaxing style to watch. I love how much he takes his time with his videos. I would love to adopt it into my videos. Sometimes I feel like I rush my presentation, so I definitely will take that on board from him. Check him out if you haven't already. And Cedrat Boisé, I've said it in my previous top 10 most complimented video, this is my #1 most complimented. It's not my most favorite, but Mancera are known for creating these beast mode, synthetic yet still niche fragrances for an affordable price that everyone can smell, everybody around you loves. Not my favorite fragrance, but also my #1 most complimented. I can vouch for this. Chris from Fragmental has chosen Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Mal. Chris was one of the first UK reviewers on this scene. He really put us on the map, and again, he's a super cool guy. He has this very suave style, and the thing I love about his videos the most is the production value. That is something I would definitely add here to my videos. If you guys haven't noticed, we've got a new background. I've been moving recently and I'm going to move again, so things are a little bit hectic, but I definitely want to adopt that from Chris's style. I think he used to be an actor as well in soap dramas in the UK, so he's definitely a cool guy and I really like his videos. He's got a good variety. He goes into casual content as well as deeper, really niche brands that you don't hear about unless you watch his stuff. And I'm glad he chose Le Mal. This was one of his most worn fragrances. It's an old school classic, but even though it has been reformulated, I do still think it's the #1 scent from Jean-Paul Gaultier. Still to this day, it still gets me a good amount of compliments. It's obviously not beast mode anymore, but it's still a good date night scent you can use most of the year round. The bow tie fragrance guy has chosen Tom Ford's Oud Wood. Without a doubt, I would say bow tie fragrance guy is the best dressed guy in the fragrance community. It says it all in his name. He's usually wearing great looking suits. He's calm, collected. He's got a really cool style to him as well. He's professional. He's a no nonsense kind of reviewer. You get to see some great fragrances, a good variety of content. One of my favorites for sure. And Oud Wood is one of my favorites from the private blend in Tom Ford's line. It's also one of my most complimented fragrances. It's probably the safest oud fragrance to start out with. It's still niche, still a little bit challenging, but most people love this fragrance. I think it's more on the masculine side and can be worn most of the year round. Ash from Gent Scent's most complimented fragrance is Armani Code Absolu. I mean, most people know Ash if you know the community at all. He is iconic. He's created some great videos. He, again, is no frills, professional, but he has a lot of confidence in front of the camera. He's very relaxed, does not rush himself. I would definitely love his camera confidence that he has. And obviously he has a lot of fragrances. He definitely knows his stuff. And the best thing about him is he's always the best reviewer, in my opinion, to see what upcoming fragrance releases there are. And he reviews brand new releases first, usually before anyone else. So I would definitely need to do that as well, so getting on top of these new releases. And he's chosen a great fragrance here. Armani Code Absolu is again one of my most complimented fragrances as well. It's a beast mode fragrance for a mature man. It's a mature man's vanilla fragrance that lasts over 12 hours. It's loud, everybody smells it, but if you're gonna wear something in the cold weather, this is a great value for money because of how versatile it is. It's gonna be your signature in the autumn and winter. Michela from Curly Fragrance has chosen Spice Bomb Extreme. To me, it seems like Michela kind of came out of nowhere. She started her channel after us, but she has just grown rapidly. All of her videos are hits, she's incredibly attractive, and she has this charm that makes you want to keep watching all her videos. And as well as that, she has this great humor about her videos. She has these memes that she uses really well. I'm not sure if we should use some memes. Maybe we'll show a clip now.
Trust me, I know what's good for you.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
What do you guys think? More or no memes? As well as that, she's also iconic for not allowing any sissy spraying on her channel. She's happy to go at least 30 sprays with most fragrances. I'm happy with my current 4 to 6 for now, but from her style, I would love to add more humor to this channel as long as it's not forced. Spice Bomb Extreme, by the way, is a great choice. This is a compliment beast, one of my most complimented. It's featured on my list. If you don't hate spicy fragrances, this is a safe blind buy for a winter scent. Just get it or try it if you need to. Max40 has chosen Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum. Max is confident and professional. He's been doing this for a long time. He's one of the best channels if you want regular content regarding fragrances. He uploads a lot. And Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum for me is not a beast mode in terms of compliments, but it's one of the safest date night fragrances out there. People will think this is sexy if they do catch a whiff. This is a good dumb reach for date night scenarios. If you want a easy blind buy, you can go for this, or if you want to play it safe, you're meeting her parents for the first time, for example, then the One Eau de Parfum is pretty much a must-have for any serious collector. Andrea from Curly Scent has chosen Bleu de Chanel. Andrea is beautiful and bubbly, again a charming reviewer who has a very attractive personality. She's very smiley. Maybe I should smile more. And also she does public reaction videos, which we need to get more onto this channel now that lockdown is finished. Bleu de Chanel is not a beast mode compliment grabber for me, but it is one of the sexiest fragrances still, in my opinion. It is safe. It's a jack of all trade, master of none fragrance, but I think it's a timeless classic. Again, similar to the One, I think any serious collector should have this in their collection. I think probably the Eau de Parfum is currently what I would recommend. Big Beard Business has chosen YSLY Eau de Parfum. One of the funniest guys in the community, and I remember back in the day when he was rising up, there were a lot of videos where people would show off the boxes and fragrances that probably spend too much time on presentation, so I'm glad someone came along and said F the box.
Fuck this box.
He has chosen YSLY EDP, which for me is a good compliment getter. I would put it in between Bleu de Chanel and Dior Sauvage, but again, it's a reliable all year round fragrance that is versatile, it has great performance, it's very safe, good value for money because of all these points. Jeremy has chosen the original YSL La Nuit de l'Homme. Jeremy was the original reviewer who got most of us into the community. He was definitely my biggest inspiration. Back in the day, I was obsessed with his videos. He used to upload very regularly. I'd watched pretty much all of them. Nowadays, I think he's running a bit out of ideas. He's not as good as he used to be, but hey, he's still iconic and I still go back to his channel regularly. So we still love him. And La Nuit de l'Homme, I would say, is a gutted fragrance. It used to be one of Jeremy's most worn fragrances, hence probably why it's one of his most complimented. I still think this is worth buying. This is where I would adopt Michela's no sissy spraying technique. Go for as many sprays as possible. Go a lot on your clothes as well. Use Ambroxan, ISO-E Super as bases to increase longevity. If I spray liberally and apply on my clothes, I get at least 6 hours with this. I still think this fragrance is sexy. It's very safe for dates. I think it's still worth getting as well. Josephine from Jus de Rose has chosen the original Dior Homme before 2020. Josephine is beautiful. She has this professional approach. She has high production values. And the great thing about Josephine is that she's actually in the industry. She's been to perfumery school. Now, I try to have a level of professionalism in my videos. You guys may or may not agree with that. And I try my best, but she is literally a professional. So I'm definitely inspired by her to get more involved in the industry, talk to more perfumers, take more courses than I already have regarding perfumery to get a better feel for how our favorite fragrances are made and what's up and coming in the markets. The original Dior Homme before 2020, in my opinion, is a masterpiece. I've worn it several times, but I acquired this bottle recently just for this video. I'm not really sure if it's a beast mode in compliments, but it's the type of fragrance you wear as a signature all year round, lasting 8 to 10 hours, and you smell like the most elegant man in the room. It's a creative bit of perfumery here with iris, which usually smells like makeup, but Dior made it smell very masculine here. I think this is miles ahead of the new 2020 version. Some people like the new 2020 release. I do not recommend it. Try to get the original stuff if you can. For the 2020 stuff, no, I don't like it. I think it's a mess. Sorry guys, no. And that concludes the video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below, who is your favorite reviewer in the fragrance community? No, you don't have to say this channel, just be brutally honest. Tell us who you enjoy the most and why, and it will be good to see what everyone thinks, okay? Good to see you guys. Make sure to check out this video where I discuss my top 10 most complimented fragrances. I'll see you in the next one. Class dismissed.